The grand finale of Godzilla vs. Kong isn't just one fight, it's a full-blown three-act war. We get a bitter rivalry for the ages, a terrifying new enemy, and one of the most legendary team-ups in movie history. Godzilla proved he was the alpha, but was that enough to stop a metal monster built specifically to wipe him out? Today, we're smashing open every high-octane hit to see how the two kings took down the mechanical menace. Round 3, between Godzilla and Kong, is deeply personal. After getting zapped to the center of the earth and clawing his way back to Hong Kong, Godzilla is exhausted, but he's running on pure primal fury. It's not just a force of nature anymore. He's a hunter, and Kong is the only thing in his sights. This isn't a brawl, it's a beatdown.
Godzilla's game plan is brutally simple. Overwhelming force is a walking demolition crew, relentlessly shoving Kong through the neon-drenched city, giving him zero room to breathe. Kong, to his credit, fights smart.
He's desperate, using the cityscape as his jungle gym, leveraging his agility to dodge Godzilla's atomic breath and land some clever shots. But the power difference is just staggering. When Kong lands a solid hit with his charged-up axe, it's a huge moment, but it seems to do little more than make Godzilla angrier. The tide truly turns when Godzilla gets his claws on Kong. He flings him around like a rag doll, asserting a level of dominance we hadn't quite seen before. The fight ends with one defining image: Godzilla's foot planted squarely on Kong's chest. There's no debate. Godzilla lets out a victory roar, not just as the winner, but as the undisputed Alpha Titan. Kong is down, his heartbeat fading, leaving Godzilla the reigning king of the monsters. Just as Godzilla reclaims his throne, a new challenger crashes the party. But this isn't some ancient rival, this is Mechagodzilla, an apex cybernetics creation born from human arrogance. It's controlled through the skull of King Ghidorah, whose consciousness was dormant, until it was reawakened by a new energy source. And right away, it's terrifyingly clear that this fight is different. This is an execution. Mechagodzilla doesn't move like a titan, it moves like a weapon. It's ruthlessly efficient, using jet boosters for unnatural speed. A hail of missiles and a devastating red proton scream that completely overpowers Godzilla's atomic breath. Already weakened from his fight with Kang, Godzilla is systematically dismantled. Mechagodzilla's attacks are cold and calculated, hammering Godzilla's weak points with precision. It uses its drill tail and supercharged punches to break the king down, piece by piece. This sequence is so important because it completely flips the power scale of the movie. The Alpha, the force of nature that just crushed his greatest rival, is made to look completely helpless. Mechagodzilla isn't just another monster, it's a technological terror that Godzilla has no chance of beating alone. The message is chilling. Man may have just created a demon to end the age of monsters. With Godzilla pinned in seconds from death, the world's only hope is his fallen foe. Thanks to an explosive, life-restarting jolt from a Hevcraft, Kong is yanked back from the brink. A powerful moment passes between Kong and Gia, who convinces him that Godzilla isn't the enemy, the machine is. United by a common threat, the two rivals form a tense, unspoken alliance. What happens next is one of the greatest tag team battles ever put to film. Kang and Godzilla work together in perfect, savage harmony. Godzilla plays the role of heavy artillery, pinning Mechagodzilla down and blasting it with his atomic breath to create openings. Kong becomes the agile warrior, using his speed and his battle axe to dish out precise, heavy-hitting damage. It's brilliantly choreographed. You see Godzilla save Kong from a tail drill, and Kong returns the favor by stopping a death blow meant for Godzilla. But the real turning point comes from a moment of pure Titan teamwork. Realizing the axe needs more juice, Godzilla intentionally fires his atomic breath right onto the blade, supercharging it into a world-ending weapon. Empowered, Kong goes on an absolute rampage. He hacks off Mechagodzilla's limbs with the glowing hot axe, tearing the mechanical titan apart. The final blow is a moment of pure savage satisfaction, as Kang rips Mechagodzilla's head and spine clean from its body and holds it up like a trophy. The battle ends not with a roar of challenge, but with a quiet nod of respect. Kong drops the axe, signaling their war is done. Godzilla acknowledges him before turning back to the sea, leaving the surface world in Kong's care. Their alliance was more than just a cool spectacle, it was essential. It showed that nature, with all its rivalries, would always find a way to balance itself against an unnatural foe. Godzilla won the title, but it took both kings to save the world. So, what was your favorite moment from this epic finale? The supercharged axe? The final tag team takedown? Let me know in the comments below.